Hi, it's Juber, and welcome to Fort Orange. This is my 100% survival vanilla Minecraft realm base. It's really near spawn. We'll spawn in the visitor center. Visitor center has a visitor's log. Anybody that comes on the realm can sign in here. So most of these people aren't regular players, but they get on from time to time. The only two people that play on here all the time are me and Green Steel. Main exports. These are just the main things that we produce in this area. I have other farms in other parts of the map, but this is the base map currently. Fort Orange's main complex is rather large, I think. And this is the lobby. We got the wall of sheep. It produces all our colored wool. This is a trash can. This is how we used to make concrete, but we've recently made a new building, which I'm super excited about. Auto Chickinator gives us all our food. Infinite water source. This is where we do all of our, how you say, chanting. This is just a little crafting corner, beds and stuff. Up elevator, where we make all of our tools. Got picks and axe. Well, there's nothing there. Shovels, swords, bows. Obviously, we're not doing well on the rods. Just some enchanted book storage. There used to be more anvils. I need to place some more. This is an unfinished map. Still working on it. We don't really have anything in these quadrants, so I haven't really mapped it out yet. Once you get done with the lobby, there's the sorting system. Put all of your items in here, and most of them get sorted out. Some of them will get destroyed, and some of them will just sit in an extra storage. Some of them will sit in an additional storage room that isn't sorted, it's just full of items. I used to use these. I kind of had like a system, but now I've mostly memorized where everything is, and we just kind of have, as we decided to sort items in, we either remove or add items. Take this out and change the filter. I really like the ceilings in here. I know I'm also the one that made the ceilings, so I'm a little biased, but I had a good time and I really like the way they came out. This is our bulk storage, so items that we have a lot of, like dirt, iron, because we have an iron farm, sand, grass, netherrack, sandstone, because I've been, oh my gosh, digging up a desert. This is the control panel for my item destroyer, my incinerator. Basically, I'm auto destroying feathers because of my chickinator, red poppies because of the iron farm, green dye because we have a auto tool repair station that uses cactus, sugarcane because I have a sugarcane farm in the basement that produces all of our sugarcane for our rockets, and fish because I used to AFK fish a lot. I don't anymore, but I don't have anything else to put in that slot. Throw stuff in here. It will also go into the incinerator. There is an emergency shutoff switch for the incinerator, which I've never actually needed to use. Apparently, if you press it too many times, it breaks. I fixed it. There's two ways that this system works. One, it fills completely up and then the system will just run until it's empty. Or two, you can just pull the lever and watch all the items get destroyed. You can tell that our most produced items are feathers, poppies, and green dye. No. This is our acacia tree farm. Because I use a lot of acacia trees. And it's pretty simple. I just run around this whole place and cut trees down and then replant them. I have several saplings. Get out of my way. This is where our auto tool repair station is. I probably sound like a robot when I said that just now, but that's because I really struggled saying the words before. I had to do that like 20 times to say it correctly. Anyway, it's easy. You just take the green dye out. It repairs whatever tool all the way up. You press the button, resets the whole system, runs the correct amount of dye and cactus through it until it can repair a tool. This used to be a thing. Now it's not. This is the viewing platform for our iron golem farm. Ooh, perfect timing. You know, it's kind of messed up when I think about it that I made some sort of way to watch this happen. Anyway, you can turn it on and off like this. We leave it on all the time because you can never have too much iron. We actually have a smelter set up where if you do a stone, if you throw some items in here, it'll send it to the smelter down below in the basement. We'll check that out in a few minutes. And if you leave the lever down, then it'll send it to whatever the correct chest is. So I smelt the stone, it'll become smooth stone, it'll go here. But if I wanted it to come back directly to me, I didn't have to go find it. The lever makes an annoying clicking noise. And whenever the smelter actually catches up, because there's a hopper chain to get it there, so it takes a minute. But it'll send it right back here. Pretty cool system. It's going to be sending the rest into here, I think. Yep, there it goes. This is overflow storage. The room I talked about that just has a lot of items in it. That's where it just sends random items. A lot of these items are our wool blocks or our colorful concrete blocks or colorful terracotta blocks, because I haven't sorted those out. But currently working on construction of a building that sole purpose is to sort those items. This is my single item storage. By single item, I mean non-stackable. So any item that can't stack goes in here. And somebody's stalking me. This is the exit from our mine shaft. Anyway, this is the exit from our mine shaft. There used to be an entrance, but we don't mine anymore because we farm most things. So yeah, there's no entrance now. It's like no way to get down there. This is the end portal room. I'm actually currently in the process of expanding it because this is terrible and tiny. I'm still being stalked. This is terrible and tiny. And yeah, I have room for expansion. Actually, I have a whole lot of room for expansion. I'm going to use this whole area, make something, grandiose and obscene, hopefully. Maybe not obscene, but excuse me, sir. Okay. Well, now that we're down here, this is the basement. There's actually better ways to get down here, but oh, this is that sky access I talked about for the FK fishing. That's the bottom of the acacia tree. This is actually the guts of the auto tool repair station. This is where villagers enter our base from our villager breeder. That's way off yonder. This is a pipe that brings in both the sugarcane from my sugarcane farm, and outside over here there's actually a slime farm, and we'll check that out in a minute. I am going to be building a gigantic map. I think this is, I don't know, like 13 or 19 or some number. I don't know. I haven't counted it, but I have it written down somewhere. It's X by X, and I'm going to fill up all the maps with 512 zoomed out maps. So not like the most zoomed in or second most zoomed in, and not the most zoomed out, but the second most zoomed out version of the map. This is our 0-tick sugarcane farm that powers our super smelter. And this is the super smelter itself. Ow. Boasting 60... I'm still being followed. Boasting 64 furnaces. It can smelt an entire stack I don't need to sleep, man. I'm filming a video. I'm 30 years old. People don't need to tell me when to go to sleep. Boasting 64 furnaces. This thing can smelt an entire stack of items in the time a regular furnace can smelt one item. Unfortunately, when I designed it, I think it's important to note that I did not design this smelter. I didn't actually even build it. I'm not sure why I said that I did. I just thought it was important that you knew that. I was like, yeah, we should make it remote access so it follows this hopper chain, and that's pretty much the limiting factor in how fast it is, because the items have to go all the way down here and fill up this chest, and it's not that fast. What we need to do is run this rail all the way up there, so it'll just fill it up right away, and then we'll be done. But I didn't do that, and you know, maybe next time I will. This is actually the hopper line from the Auto Chicken Farm. It's covered in droppers because I'm told that reduces lag, but I don't actually know if that's true. I don't know. And that's about it for the basement. I mean, we have lots of room for expansion, and maybe we'll use it someday. This server is very much still under construction. I'm not done in any means, by any means. I got it. This is actually the insides of the incinerator, which seems like it'd be really simple, but these are the item sorters, and then the system set up that will tell it when it's full to run until it's empty. Tried to make a video for that a long time ago, but I'm actually quite bad at making videos, so it didn't happen. Maybe this time will go better. No. So this is the main way that we exit the base. Go a quick run around the river. A large part of this river, actually an embarrassing amount of this river, was dug by hand. So this is all natural. This is not natural. And then it is natural, and now it's not natural again. And then not natural, not natural, not natural, not natural, not natural. Still not natural. Still not natural. Oh my god, it took so long. And then natural. Wait, no. No, this wasn't natural either. This was all not natural. Dug this by hand, dug this by hand, dug it by hand. Oh, and now we're back in the real river. So yeah, that took an embarrassing amount of time. Weeks, because I don't have that much time to play every day. As promised, this is the slime farm. As promised, this is the slime farm where we produce all our slimes. It's pretty simple. We don't even have that many levels. I should just tell him to watch the video when it comes out. So at the bottom down here, just really simple circuit. Basically what happens is lots of delicate electronics down here. Sorry, wait. Slime spawn. They see the iron golems. This sends them into like a mindless rage because slimes and golems have a terrible rivalry dating back to the Middle Ages. I don't know what started it, but I know that it's, you know, just completely, it's like the Capulets and the Montagues and the Capulets, Romeo and Juliet. Maybe they're actually in love. That's not important. So slimes, golems hate each other. Slimes will see the golems and they'll go, and then they'll start dying. And when that happens, their items will drop. The minecart will pick up their items, and then it'll come drop them in this hopper. The hopper will shoot it up to the surface, kind of like this, but in a different tunnel. I feel like I could go faster with my rockets. And then they come out of the tube, or they go into the tube. Tube feeds it into the sorter, And voila, we got slimes for days. This is a big hole. I think a sandworm or whatever that asteroid creature was in Star Wars used to live there. As you might have noticed, the whole compound is completely fenced in and lit up. I hate mobs blowing up my stuff. I told you earlier that we had a new facility, processed concrete, which I'm super excited about, and I need some concrete to show you. I actually have absurd amounts of green concrete powder that I keep on hand because this beautiful, beautiful lawn does not use grass. It uses green concrete powder. Also, I'm wearing jutes, jeggings, gelmet, and an elytra. I swear I have one that's named, but this is my backup, so don't judge me. But yeah, the whole lawn is green concrete powder, and what that means is I spent a long time placing green concrete powder and then lighting it up because two reasons. One, I didn't realize Optifine had the ability to place color on the side of grass blocks. I hate looking at this, and I have a feature in my front yard that's like tiered grass, and I didn't want to see this, so I use green concrete powder. I don't know, I used a bunch of it. Let's see how much. Statistics, items, approximately 24,000 green concrete powder. This is pretty much the only place I've ever placed it, except for what I'm about to do right now. So now that you know I have so much green concrete powder, I'm going to show you how our new system works. The standard TNT duper concrete blower upper 10,000, and we used to have a lever. We still have a lever, but instead of using the lever, because if you accidentally leave the machine on, it'll blow up and all of your hopes and dreams will blow up with it. We have this pressure plate. So you stand on the pressure plate, starts the system. You aim your pretty little cursor at that redstone torch, hold it down, and I guess occasionally it can get stuck. But still, it's really fast. It's way faster than what we were doing before, which was holding right click and left click. Oh, I'm in so much trouble. Get me out of here. Okay, I guess I'm safe. See, it's a good thing that we use the pressure plate method instead of the lever method, because I would have died. And sometimes all the concrete doesn't go through the system, and so we have some filler material. We just throw it through. I should be doing this. Yeah, and then, you know, you don't waste any of your concrete if you need it right then. We have two buildings currently under construction, and that is our colorful block sorting system. So basically you throw all your colorful blocks in here. Oh, and the concrete maker is actually hooked up directly to the system. So you make concrete, it's gonna come over here. It's pretty fast, uses water lines, much faster than our other sorting system. Basically all your blue blocks, purple blocks, magenta blocks, pink blocks, cyan blocks, light blue blocks. That's backwards, you can switch it. I'll switch it in post. Lime blocks, green blocks. I already did these colored blocks. Brown blocks, yellow blocks. At this point, I'm committed. Like, I didn't need to say every single color, but I'm going to. Orange blocks, red blocks, white blocks, light gray blocks, other gray blocks, black blocks. And that's about all the blocks I know. I'm making it so all the internals are visible. Oh, I had one on me. I had one on me this whole time. I think I'm losing my mind. Yeah, that's exciting. We'll do a quick flyover of this building. I'm covering it with gray concrete. This is like, I don't know. I think it's gonna take 3K total gray glass, which is different than concrete. Please disregard what I said before. you notice probably a theme to all the buildings in the main base area. I'm not gonna lie, orange isn't even my favorite color. I just showed up, found an acacia tree, found some of the white lilies, make gray concrete, and I was like, we could do something with this. And then I just kept doing something with it forever. The river is full of conduits. I think I might have forgotten to mention that earlier. And the last building we have under construction currently is our villager trading hall. Sure, I might make a video about this when it's done. I think it's Nembomb's design. I'm actually not working on it. Greensteel is the other main guy who works on this realm. And yeah, he likes to deal with villagers because I hate to deal with villagers, but I still like the things they give me. Like carrots. And enchantments. Jutes. The last thing I really wanted to make sure that I showed everybody, well, here, maybe two things. This isn't like super important, but I made some like, I don't know, food vendors or street vendor, stands, and they look good. I mean, I wouldn't have built them, I guess, if I didn't. My plan is, I guess, to store some of our food out here, you know, and then we can pretend that the real street vendors. And cool. This is the bridge to the village. Now, let's see if you see what I did here. This is Fort Orange, and this is the village of Clementine. The village of Clementine. This is the village of Clementine. It's got, you know, obviously follows the same theme as Fort Orange. It's not done. Okay, why would you even do this? Man, people, animals. This is a fishing hut. I actually quite like this little build of mine. Pretty simple. I mean, mostly it's just detail work, like lots of barrels. But I think I could see, you know, fishermen working here. They could have some orange boats and then go out there and fish and come back in the afternoon, and it'd be all good. This is our water feature for Clementine. Somebody has built. What? Somebody's built a living room underneath it with, you know, approval. I think it's a pretty cool idea. Okay, so some other things. We got an apartment building with no interior. House, house, color house, 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 house. And something I worked for, again, an embarrassingly long amount of time is my bakery. And I'm really worried I was going to come in here and everything was going to be blown up, because that's happened a few times today. This is a cookie dispenser with no cookies in it, but that's not anybody else's fault but mine. This bell works if you hit it from the right side, which I think is a weird feature. These are all furnaces that you could use if you wanted to, but we have a much better working super smelter. And this, if there was wheat in here, is an actual working cake making station. So we have a chicken farm that's producing eggs live. We have a milk machine in here ready, like a milk vending machine at any moment. We got a lot of sugar from our witch farm. And again, we don't have a wheat farm, but I can harvest wheat by hand, and that's what I would do. And then you just make cakes. I don't know why anybody would need a cake making station. I'm gonna be honest, I made this because somebody, a guy I work with, joined the server for, I don't know, an hour or so, made a dirt hut right in front of my beautiful, beautiful base, and then never logged back on. And so I didn't want to get rid of his base completely, because that's not a very nice thing to do. What if he comes back? He had items stored here. He had a mine shaft down below. I don't want people to feel unwelcome. However, I thought to myself, what is the thing that would be the most obnoxious to him if I turned his dirt hut into it? And this is what I came up with, which I quite like. A cute little bakery. And yeah, you still have access to all this stuff. Wow, this is some nice stuff. This is a door. Ooh, I actually made this, so I don't know. And back up the hole. Anyway, so now we're going to keep that door closed. I think that might be the whole base. We got some stuff over there, flower farms. We got a whole lot of other stuff, and I might make videos about that later. I really just wanted to share what I've done in the base so far, you know, with the world, because I'm really proud of it, and I really like the way it looks. And I've had a lot of fun doing it. And so I'm probably going to continue making videos about this base, because I'm going to keep making it. I mean, I'm currently, this is the dumbest thing I've ever done. Oh yeah, real quick, in the middle of my outro, we have, you know, stolen straight from the Hermitcraft server, because I watch those guys because I think they're very talented. We have our own driving range, which I have to run out here to actually, because I threw it out of, oop, 200. This is not my best one. Actually, if we look over here, this is my best throw. Like a full 150, no, I guess it's just like 100, like a full 100 meters farther than that throw I just made. What was I saying? Something Atro. I'm gonna keep working on this base. I really enjoy doing it. I want to share it with everybody. Blah blah blah. Like, subscribe, sacrifice your firstborn, Venmo me all of your bitcoins, and honestly, have a good day. This is how every video should actually outro. Just lying in bed holding firework rockets in the middle of the night outside of the safe zone of your base, hoping that the last person on the server sleeps, and also hoping that you don't get blown up by creepers.